So this got Steelers fans in an uproar. Yesterday, Vontaze Burfict posted on his TikTok while he was streaming, and he mentioned the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, of course, you know anything about Vontaze Burfict. While, if you know him off the field, he's actually a very chill and calmed individual. I know in the field, he was crazy, sometimes a little dirty, a lot of times a little dirty. He's actually a great guy off the field. And it's funny because a lot of people expect him to be off the field just like he was on the field. And it's not the case. For example, Le'Veon Bell tried to fight Vontaze Burfict about a year ago. And Le'Veon Bell came out and was like, hey, let's do a street fight. And Vontaze Burfict responded back, how about instead of doing a street fight and going crazy, we instead go ahead and do an octagon fight. We raise the money for charity, and we send it to a charity so that we can help people with our fight, not just fight for no reason. And then Le'Veon Bell backed out. So, again, off the field, he's a good guy. He was just a different player on the field. Anyway, so here's what he had to say about the Pittsburgh Squealers.
You the one motivated me to start streaming, bro.
You motivated me.
Appreciate it.
To hit people after I love you. You're a great guy. We were great friends.
I didn't hit people after the play all the time, Sketch. Just the Steelers.
It's okay. I didn't hear the whistle.
Fuck the Steelers.
Oh yeah, I love you too.
I think he just put all of his energy toward hating the Steelers and his Hoonay Nation blood together just to say that statement. No, I think he was streaming with Stretch, I believe. Yeah, I think he was streaming with Stretch. But nonetheless, though, there's been so many Steelers fans that have been upset about this. Because, yeah, listen, Vontaze Burfict, again, like I said, as he said right there, he loved hitting the Steelers. And, yeah, he did. It cost us the playoff game. Well, technically, Jeremy Hill cost us the playoff game by fumbling when we had the game won. And we were about to win our first playoff game. But then, pursuing drive, they go down the field, and obviously his hit on on Antonio Brown, pursuing a fight with Joey Porter Sr., caused the whole rift, and then they got a game-winning field goal. Blase, the Steelers. They didn't win the Super Bowl, so who cares, right? They just got a worse draft pick than us. But nonetheless, though, there is forever hatred for the Steelers in this man's heart. And that's what I've said many times when it comes to our division. Like, the AFC North, the Cleveland Browns, I have no hate for the Cleveland Browns. Some of the fans are delusional. But for the most part, it's like, all right, whatever, man. You're in Ohio, we're in Ohio. We're in a same state here. Reality-wise, yes, you have beaten us a couple times, a lot of times. Actually, surprisingly enough, right now, we are 53-48 versus them all time. So we actually lead all time versus the Cleveland Brownies, ironically enough. But, those are the Brownies. Forever they sucked, they got good, and now they're good, but they're not really at a point where I feel like they're a competition to take us out of the Super Bowl. Then you got the Ravens. They're annoying, but they're the Ravens. And then you got the Squealers. It's a different feeling, man. I've said many times throughout my whole entire life, I grew up hating the Squealers. I spent my whole childhood hating the Squealers. I've been to Pittsburgh many of times. I was 7, 8 years old, and I was walking around, and I got beer bottles thrown at me when I was 7 or 8 years old because I hated the Squealers. There's a different fan base, man. It's a different, downtown Pittsburgh, been there many, many times. Hated it every single time. Like everywhere else, Ravens, okay, not, they're delusional. They're crazy. They said F Joe Burrow, which I still will never forget. And technically speaking, the Squealers never said that about Joe Burrow's injury. Respect there, because, you can have some respect there. But it's like my whole life, I've just grown up hating the Steelers. So I understand Burfict when he said F the Steelers. It's just like my soul just agreed with that man. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, because I saw a lot of Steelers fans getting ticked about this. And a lot of them saying this exactly what this guy says right here. Let me just show you. Steelers are doing circles in your head, buddy. What? Because of one game? I don't think so. I think he just literally hated them. I think he just hated the Steelers. Juju's changed this man's life. He really did not. If you think that one playoff game really changed his life, it really didn't. He still got paid. He still got his money. Everything was fine. Juju just hit him after the play. The next season, he hit him in the dirtiest shot possible for really no reason. He did it because he hit Antonio Brown in the playoffs, which, now looking back at it, Antonio Brown's a psychopath, so that's actually, ironically enough, actually looks worse on Juju now. But Juju hit him the next season when he wasn't looking in a very dirty hit just because his other teammate got hit the season before. Which, it was the stupidest thing. Like, Antonio Brown's going across the field. Burfict going across the field. Collision. Was it dirty? Whatever. It was collision, though, right? Juju hit him on a chop back block in the dirtiest way possible for a guy that your other teammate got hit, but it was just a collision play rather than you were just trying to hurt someone. Yeah. Yeah, man. Juju rocked you. Well, look who Juju is right now. Look who Juju is right now. You were a dog on the field. Who dey brother? See, there are a lot of fans. Who dey fans? Steelers own you, homie. How did they own him? Because Juju did a cheap block on him? Juju did one cheap block on him when he wasn't looking, and that's apparently that owns him. So guys, from now on, if someone takes a cheap shot and a dirty shot on someone, then they completely own him. You know what that means? Hold up. Burfict owns Antonio Brown. Burfict owns Big Ben Roethlisberger. He also owns, let me think. So I can't think of any of the Squealers right now. He owns half the Squealers because he has done cheap shots on half the Steelers. I mean, if we want to go there, we can go there. If you want to say a cheap shot on someone when he's not looking is owned, then yes, Burfict owns the Steelers. So Juju Smith-Schuster owns Burfict. Burfict owns the Steelers. Done. See how stupid this sounds? Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, guys. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.